Greetings everyone, my name is Coop103 and welcome back to another video. Revving up the energy, I know, right? Did you stop? Did you stop? Revving up the energy, I know, right? It's another video. In this video I wanted to talk about some deep things. I know, it was really exciting and woo! And now I'm going to depress you. It's a new year, so I thought that I would talk about some stuff in relations to me, how I feel, and some of the things that I have. I wouldn't call them disorders or mental diseases or anything. I just call them my problems. My problems. The end of 2017 was a very rough time for me. I don't know what decided to happen to kick me off the train that I was going on, the rail that I was going on in life. But one minute I was a happy, fun, loving girl. Next minute I'm crabby and wanting to bite everyone's head off. I guess that's when school started back, is that I was going to go back into school calm, I wasn't going to let anyone bother me this year, and I was going to wear all pastel things, like my flower crowns. Oh boy, did that not go the way I planned. No, it didn't. It went horrible. So we start the year, and it's not really that bad. I'm glad to be back, you know. I'm glad to be back, glad to see all my friends, meet all my teachers, and just, I'm having a good time. I don't really remember a lot from the beginning of the school year, or the end of last year, or anything, because it was just, you know, like, we're all getting used to it, we go into our classes and stuff. Everything's okay. About 2 or 3 weeks into August, things start going downhill. But, you know, I pushed through it for a while, and I know I've complained about this a lot, then broadcasting rolled around. I was really excited to have this class because I have this really cool interest in filming, and I have a load of ideas for different things. I really wanted the class. I strived my hardest to do whatever I could to get that class. And you're handpicked for that class. Like, you don't, like, sign up, or our teacher, he like, if you were in his class the year before, he'll pick you for that year for broadcasting, because broadcasting is a special group, though some of the people in there I disagree for being in that group. Even our teacher did too. So, it was about a few weeks into broadcasting. It was like our first project, I think it was. What we had to do was take the Wizard of Oz movie, you know, the Wizard of Oz, the 1930-something movie, and edit that down to about 40-ish minutes. That was stressful enough on its own. Do you know how hard it is? I wasn't there the day we got to, like, go through and play with the tools and stuff, so I had no idea what I was doing, so I was just pushing through it the best I could. And here I was, trying to wrap up the project. I think we had a week to do it, or 3 days or something like that. Well, here I was, trying to get this down, rushing. Everyone else is in, like, the middle of the room, and I'm, like, one of very few people on their computer aggressively trying to do this. And my friend Pupster, she also was, like, trying to help me, like, you gotta do this, and this is what this does. I'm like, oh, thank you, you're so helpful. She's such a nice lady. She's such a sweet, sweet girl. And then a bunch of people, I've said this story before, but a bunch of guys in that class were also playing in the back where I was, throwing paper, and then they decided that my head would be a good target to throw at. So I got airplanes thrown into my hair, and a paper ball cut me on the face. Well, it felt like it did. I wasn't bleeding or anything. It just got like a little paper cut right there. I was really fed up at that point, and I yelled at them, and the teacher got really mad at, not me, but them, and they were all taken out. And that's where it kicked off to my bad year. Bad end of year. Would you stop? Lay down. After that, a couple of months later, I think, I don't know what was with me, but I decided I'm gonna be an idiot. So I would, like, invite my friends to meet me at the park, which was a bad idea without my parents knowing. Got in trouble for that, and then something really bad happened later on in like September, which I'm still ashamed of and don't want to talk about. It was that bad. I don't know what was with me, what was going through my head or anything, but I did something so irresponsible and stupid. Maybe one of these years or days I can talk about it with you guys, but until then I don't want to talk about it. And then it just continued, this like streak of bad luck. I had this one girl who thankfully has moved schools, who used to just come at me with things. When I work, I like to either listen to music or like hum or sing to myself. And I sing very quietly, like this. And it's really loud in those rooms, so really no one should be able to hear me. And the teachers are fine with it. They don't get on with me for it because I'm not being loud. This one girl always tried to go at me with these things and like, don't sing in class, you're annoying me, I have a headache, kind of thing. I would stop, but like sometimes it's just intentional, and I would apologize for it, but after that, it was just random things about me that she would just go at me with. That's how I love art, and that was in my art class, and that went... I also made a video about that, but that same person took me to our school's office and had our vice principal make me take it down, which was like, I'm just sharing my opinions, man, my side of the story. This right here is just my way of getting it off my chest. That is also where it just started going way downhill. Thankfully, she did move schools, and I don't have to deal with her anymore. She was really rude. Like, she would yell in class just at random. It was just like, hey, in the back of the room. But, you know, it's all well and done. I hope she's doing good at whatever new school she decided to go to. And I hope that eventually she finds the error of her ways and turns into a nice person. I don't know what these people are going to be in 20 years or 10 years, but I'm hoping for the best. Then soon after that, after she moved away, things were okay, I guess. No one was really coming at me that much. I mean, yeah, there was those guys in broadcasting who kept bothering me. One of their friends, it wasn't always guys either, like there were some girls too. Broadcasting became a pain in the butt, but I did find an awesome group to work with, and I bet you guys have seen the cool trailer we made, Battle Between the Mirrors. That really blew my broadcasting teacher out of the water. Like, that was one of the few things last year that I really like felt that I did good on. I always go into a project or anything I'm doing with 110%. Okay, if it's not good, I'm not happy. I direct people really cautiously, and I do it over and over again. I'll be like, go here, no, go here, right here, turn a little left, yeah. And my broadcasting teacher said that's a good thing to have, is that I'm a good director. And I was like, oh, thanks. I would direct other people, but no one bothers to listen to me. But I don't have broadcasting anymore. We moved out of that class, you know, we changed classes and stuff. So sadly, I don't have broadcasting anymore, but I can do other things like go in there later on and film and stuff like that, make movies. Later on this year, I can go back. So what I'm saying is that broadcasting was one of my favorite classes, but was also a pain in the butt. It got to the point where I started hanging signs on like the windows and stuff saying, hey, don't go in here if you're gonna like bug us, don't look in the glass, don't tap on the glass. I had to put signs everywhere saying, hey, don't do this, you've been warned. It's on the glass now. Even our teacher was fed up with what they were doing. You know, sometimes you just gotta bite your tongue and go with it. But you know, it was still stressful, it still took a toll on me. Thankfully it's all kind of over and I can go on to my normal-ish life. I'm not normal. I eat pickles just for no reason. So yeah, that was like really bad, and now here comes the even more depressing part. Everything that I just said was kind of funny, and I know, but what really got me with those things, and it was a lot more too, just stuff I'm not going to bring up. There was even like a big war between me and someone else on YouTube in my comments, but I'm not going to bring that up because it's something that I don't want to give the people who did it credit for. But here's the kicker. These things that have happened, they take a big toll on me. I come from a very bad background. This wasn't my first forever home. my regular parents weren't the best of people, and for a long time I was poor. I never dressed nice. My hair was all matted. If I find an old picture, I'll be able to show you guys, but life just was not great, and it's left a big toll on me. I do have major anxiety, depression. It's just stuff about me that I can't really control that I'm learning to control. And when stuff like this happens, the bullying, the whatever you want to call whatever I just talked about, I lay in this bed at night and it doesn't go away. And I'm either mad about it, or I'm sad about it, or I'm constantly paranoid when I go to school, like, is today going to be a good day? Are people going to bother me? What's going to happen today? I'm always paranoid. For a long time, the last project that we did in broadcasting, I took the flash drive with me. It wasn't even my flash drive. It was like the teacher's flash drive for the class. Like, it was like a communal thing. I took it with me because I was so paranoid, because the project previous to that, someone stole not only my flash drive, but Pupster's flash drive, and a couple of my other friends' flash drives just mysteriously go missing. Then, all of our content that we had gotten on the iPods, that's what we used to film on, just disappeared. We don't delete these things, other classes aren't allowed to delete these things, and our teacher doesn't delete these things. So that left me with one conclusion, is that this wasn't a coincidence, someone was sabotaging us. So after that fiasco, and here's the kicker about that fiasco, is that as we were finishing up that project, I found our actual footage in the garbage disposal of the flash drive. And I was just like, why? I was really mad about it when I found out that someone had actually, like, thrown this stuff away purposely. I know none of us did it, because I watch everyone closely in my group, and no one would betray me like that. I know they wouldn't. So after that, the project we did after that, our last project, I kept that flash drive with me on a necklace chain. I was like, I'm not letting this out of my sight. It was stressful in that class, and that's how paranoid I get now. If I don't think my stuff is secure and safe, then with a certain person, if I don't think if I don't trust you with my belongings, you're not going to get my belongings. I carry markers around with me. I keep tabs on them. People ask them and I give them away. I make sure I know where all those are at all times, because I know a lot of people would like to break my stuff or steal my stuff, and I am tired of it. Last year, the beginning of last year, I had these, like, unbreakable lead pencils. I have one of them in here now. They're really bendy. And people I would let borrow them or have them would break them in half to prove that they were breakable. It's like, I know they're breakable. The lead just doesn't break that easy. But they had to prove me wrong. So that's why I stopped giving pencils out. So I stopped giving pencils. Like, sometimes when people ask me, hey, people I know will do these stupid kind of things, and they ask me for a pencil, I'll be like, no, sorry, I don't have any. When secretly I probably have about, like, 5 of them in the bottom of my bag. It's just, I don't trust you. Sometimes I don't have pencils, and then I'll just, like, say, hey, no, I don't have a pencil. This is the only one. Sometimes I'm even writing with a pen. That's because I don't have a pencil. If you see me writing with a pen, that means I have no pencil. But most of the time, if I do have a pencil, it means I probably have more pencils. But no. And plus, I want people to start being more responsible. I don't ask people for pencils or pens or anything like that, because I know where my stuff is at all times. Well, except for the pencils. I lose pencils a lot. I bring them in here, and then I put them away, and then I don't put them back in my bag. So I don't lose my pencils. I just put them in here and don't take them back out. I have, like, a collection of pencils. I try to keep up with my stuff because I am a mature person. I try to be a mature person, at least. But yeah, that was how the end of that year went. Very hopeful for this year. Yay! And, there's probably a disclaimer at the beginning of this video, and that's because I talked about a lot of things and brought up a lot of things from the past. Another disclaimer here, do not get your feelings hurt by this. I am just explaining what happened in my last year thing, what went on, what crazy things happened. I'm not calling people out. I'm not sending people off for a witch hunt for you. Well, anything like that. So please don't get hurt about it. If you have a problem with my videos, come to me first. I know I seem intimidating, but I'm a cool person. I'm pretty chill if you come to me nicely. If you come to me with a sour attitude, I'm going to give you a sour attitude in return. In return. I have a stutter today. Because it's the golden rule, treat people the way you want to be treated. You're going to treat me sourly, I'm going to treat you sourly. Okay? That's just how I work. That's how I work. That's why when I meet new people, I go in and be really nice. But I guess that's all I have to really say. I hope you guys liked this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. But again, I know a lot of other people go through a lot of the same things I do too, and I'd like to help. So if you are going through stuff, leave it in the comments for now. And maybe I can talk about it here, if you want. I won't unless you want me to. So again, that's all for this video. My name is Scoop103, and I am signing out. Bye!
Let me sober up. Let me face things over and over again.
There's probably a disclaimer.